The Tribal Chief Roman Reigns continues his uninterrupted reign as undisputed WWE Universal Champion, with his iron grip over SmackDown not ending anytime soon after successfully retaining his title at the Royal Rumble. Now, with no one left to oppose the Needle Movers' dominant title reign, WWE management, including SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, meets with Triple H to discuss how to handle this continued problem. Still thinking about the portal he made a deal to open and not knowing who else walked through it before it was closed, the Chief Content Officer decided to make a play to bring in someone who's a part of Roman's bloodline. And with the current incarnation busy with the launch of the United Football League, Triple H decided to meet up with and bring back another incarnation. The version, while short-lived, made quite the impact and can likely go toe-to-toe with the Tribal Chief when it matters. The man who defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin during his initial retirement in 2003, the man who helped pave the way for Roman Reigns in many ways than one. That incarnation is Hollywood Rock from the year 2003. We are live at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas for another edition of Friday Night SmackDown as the road to WrestleMania continues to take form. After surviving the Elimination Chamber match to secure his chance to once again challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed title at the Showcase of the Immortals, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes makes his return to the Blue Brand to deliver a message directly to the Tribal Chief.
Roman Reigns, you didn't expect any other outcome, did you? Last year in LA, I was on the precipice of achieving my goal of finishing what I returned to the WWE for. And that was to become the WWE champion. But that was not meant to be because of the bloodline. And instead of whining and complaining, I picked myself up. I scratched, I clawed. I overcame a beast. I survived a game of war. I almost overcame 29 people. But that was not meant to be. So I survived the grueling structure that is the Elimination Chamber, and now Roman, my eyes are deadlocked on you once again, and nothing will stop me from finishing the...
From behind, Jimmy Uso assaults Cody Rhodes. Not too far behind is Solo Sikoa, and it's a 2-on-1 assault with Cody fighting back due to Jimmy toying with the crowd. And then out of nowhere, Roman Reigns connects with a Superman punch, flattening the #1 contender, before telling Jimmy and Solo to grab steel chairs, and they proceed to unleash ruthless assaults on Rhodes until Roman finally tells them to let up.
Cody, you will acknowledge your place as the perfect #2 behind me.
Roman goes to lock in the guillotine on Cody, but somehow Cody fights out of it, sending Roman crashing to the floor as he fights off Jimmy and Solo before taking a chair from Jimmy. Cody then chases Roman to the back with a steel chair in hand. Once backstage, Cody and Roman are brawling throughout the entire building before both men reach another part of the building and brawl all over until Solo comes from behind and sends Cody crashing through a spotlight. What has the Enforcer done? On the following SmackDown in Memphis, Tennessee, SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis kicks off the show with a medical update on Cody Rhodes following last week's events.
Last week, at the hands of the Bloodline, more specifically Solo Sikoa, the main event of WrestleMania was placed in serious jeopardy at the hands of the Enforcer. And it's with great discomfort that I announce that Cody Rhodes will not be competing for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship in Philadelphia, as he has been medically disqualified from competing for the foreseeable future and will not make it back in time. With that said, in tonight's main event, 8 men will compete in a gauntlet match, with the winner going to challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania.
Solo Sikoa's actions have consequences, and despite removing Cody from the equation, the main event will still remain in regards to Roman Reigns defending, but who will be his challenger? As 8 men compete for that chance to main event against the Tribal Chief. With some persuasion, the man who injured Cody, Solo Sikoa, was allowed to enter the gauntlet, but not backing down. Nick Aldis made it certain that the Enforcer starts at the beginning, and if anyone from the Bloodline interfered on his behalf, they would be fined and possibly suspended. Sikoa kicked off the gauntlet looking to thwart anyone's plans of getting that title shot against the Tribal Chief, eliminating Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, and Cameron Grimes before AJ Styles entered the match looking for another shot at the head of the table. Styles and Solo stood toe-to-toe before AJ's offense came back to bite him when Sikoa caught him with a super kick before connecting with the Samoan spike, picking up the victory over Styles. LA Knight then proceeds to enter the gauntlet match up next and looks to take the fight to Sikoa until he's attacked from behind by Logan Paul, effectively removing him from competing in this match. Solo Sikoa celebrates as he advances to the next match, but that celebration is short-lived when his next opponent is none other than Randy Orton. Orton and Sikoa have a stare down before they finally exchange offense with each other, and it looks like Randy is about to put the Enforcer away with an RKO until Jimmy Uso, completely ignoring Nick Aldis's warnings, rushes the ring looking to get involved, but Randy beats him to the punch with an RKO before Sikoa sneaks up behind and connects with the spinning Solo to pick up the shocking win over Randy Orton. Roman Reigns proceeds to enter the arena, assuming that he will now face his Enforcer at WrestleMania.
It's cooking.
Roman Reigns is standing guard as he can't believe his ears, but it's pointless as The Rock is standing behind Solo Sikoa. The Rock is the 8th man in this gauntlet match before Solo turns around and into a spine buster from Rock, who stares down Roman Reigns, who's stunned at what he's seeing before Rock connects with a rock bottom on Sikoa before hitting a people's elbow to pick up the win and advance to the main event of WrestleMania to battle his younger cousin for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The Tribal Chief is seething at this outcome. Still furious at the fact that The Rock has become the #1 contender for his title, the Tribal Chief looked to finally address his older cousin.
We all know how this goes, little no-name town. But I don't need that from you. This is for my cousin, Dwayne. Rocky, come on out here. Acknowledge your tribal chief. But before you do, sign that contract so that this ass whooping you got coming for you is made official.
Roman Reigns already signed on the dotted line earlier, but The Rock doesn't come out, which begins to upset Reigns.
This is the thanks I get? I have carried this brand, this entire business for over a decade now, and this is the disrespect that I am shown? Year after year, I enter WrestleMania as champion, and when that final bell rings in Philly, you will hear and still your undisputed WWE Universal Champion. And you will have no other choice but to acknowledge me. Acknowledge me! Me! At WrestleMania, you will acknowledge.
Whoa. Roman, buddy. I'm sorry that I couldn't be there. The Rock was unfortunately double booked. You know how these things go. But The Rock heard you loud and clear at WrestleMania. The time will come for me to acknowledge you. But The Rock will acknowledge you as the failure of the family because you've allowed that position as tribal chief to soften you up. You see, The Rock might be busy, but his eyes see all. You're hiding behind Solo and Jimmy. At one point, Jay and you expect to show up to Philly and leave the same way you came, but The Rock sees things differently, just like he sees that the tofu is ready. But The Rock isn't focused on that right now, as I will leave you with this. The contract was signed earlier and The Rock will be there. But The Rock, know I'm telling you, do not show up expecting me to go easy on you. You've disrespected this family long enough by being the coward, the manipulator, the abuser, and when that bell rings, I will bring my absolute best. Will you? Now The Rock has tofu and pie to eat. You continue with your whole acknowledging me thing while I go eat, and I'll see you in Philly to whoop that overhyped candy ass.
Look at the tongue, look at the tongue, look at the tongue. What The Rock is cooking.
Roman Reigns is seething at the disrespect, but the stage is set. It will be the ultimate battle of the Bloodline as Roman Reigns defends his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against The Rock at WrestleMania. We are live at Lincoln Financial Field for night 2 of the 40th annual WrestleMania, on a night where legacies are solidified. The main event is guaranteed to be one for the history books, as for the first time ever, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, enters his 4th straight WrestleMania as champion, looking to defend and maintain his iron grip over the WWE against the charismatic force that is his cousin, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, The Rock. Where The Rock is concerned, this match isn't like his wars against the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Goldberg, and Hulk Hogan. This match is personal, as he intends to eradicate the arrogance that the champion has displayed since becoming champion nearly 4 years ago. Despite this fight being kept within the family, The Rock has to know that his other cousins are not that far behind when the Tribal Chief is concerned. Once the stage is set and the bell rings, both men stare each other down, talking a lot of trash amongst each other, daring the other to land the first strike.
Acknowledge me, accept me as your tribal chief, walk away, and don't make me hurt your Dewey.
Shut up, bitch!
The talking is over as The Rock unleashes a fury of strikes on the champion, leaving Reigns scrambling and taking a moment to collect his composure on the outside, as he did not expect this from his cousin. But Reigns remembers who he is and takes the fight to Rock, and it becomes an even playing field as the match progresses. At this point, both men exchange their best offense until Roman has enough and lays out Rock with a Superman punch out of nowhere. Reigns then proceeds to unleash quite the offense on Rock to the point where it's getting hard to watch, as he's doing this to his own family.
I didn't want to have to do this, Dewey. You made me do this.
Reigns goes to town on Rock with brute force and repeated power offenses before connecting with a Uranagi on his cousin, Rock Bottom-like, who kicks out at 2, which further infuriates the champion. As the match reaches its conclusion and both men are very well spent at this point, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso begin making their way down to ringside, looking to get involved in the match until Cody Rhodes' music blasts across the PA system. Jimmy and Solo turn around and are prepared to cut Rhodes off until from behind, the American Nightmare is here and assaults both men with a steel chair before connecting with a crossroads onto Sikoa before walking away. As Rhodes leaves both men down, Roman connects with a spear out of nowhere on Rock, but he doesn't go for the pin.
You made me do this. You should have fell in line like everyone else.
Roman then calls for Rock to get to his feet before connecting with another spear before locking in the guillotine on Rock, who somehow still has some fight, but that isn't enough as Rock passes out from the hold, awarding the victory to Reigns. Nobody outside of the family, or in this case, in it, will be able to break that iron grip. And it was that exact arm that choked out Rock's hopes and dreams, as we once again must stand and acknowledge Roman Reigns as not only the Tribal Chief, but as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Now, I decided to go this route because I firmly believe that at this point in his reign, Roman Reigns needs to win his title defenses clean. If a match were to happen between Roman Reigns and The Rock, there needs to be no shenanigans. It needs to be straight up. Yes, they can tease interference because it's WWE. They have a tendency of toying with their audience to invoke emotion. But that tease needs to immediately be met with resistance from those who was wronged by the Bloodline and force Roman Reigns to fight his battles on his own. And when it comes to him facing The Rock, he should absolutely win. And when it comes to Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, if they were to face again at this year's WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes should absolutely win the title if they just have to take the title off of Roman. No outside interference, no shenanigans, straight up beat him clean. No, The Rock shouldn't win the title because out of the two, Cody will actually be there come the week after Mania, while The Rock will be focused on his many ventures. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear from you. While I hope you've enjoyed the silly direction that I've taken with these videos, I want to hear from you in regards to this Wrestle Triangle with Roman, Cody, and The Rock. If The Rock and Roman Reigns were to clash, who do you expect to win? If Roman were to face off with Cody, do you expect him to finally finish the story? Sound off in the comments using the hashtag #WhatIf. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, hit the people's elbow on that subscribe button with the notification bells turned on. And when you're done there, check out this video where I asked the question on what if the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns faced Triple H in his prime. I'll catch you over there, and y'all be breezy.
You called me back for this?
I don't know what you want me to say. You let yourself get distracted and you can't.
I have to finish the story.
It's still eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Try to violate my peace, and I'm quick to hit delete. Got a V trigger coming for you, Twitter typing tough guys. Dealing with the real deal, now you better recognize. I'm tired of being humble, but they can't knock me out. Wreck everyone and leave, this what it's all about. I'm the man around here, yeah, I'm meant to prove it. They said it's ludicrous, I said they better move it. There's main event in my name, look how I'm getting these gains. I'm up, while they down, this ain't a game, it's just me, oos. Day one from the jump, but I'm still born a king. Top rope, took my bump straight to the facts. I don't need a filler, a true cerebral